So 24 hours before one makes the journey for the Hajj, what should one do?
24 hours before the journey, one should be already have packed one's luggage, etc. So, all what we would refer to as the mundane and trivial has been discharged of. And now it's about leaving the home and saying farewell to those who will still be remaining home and traveling onwards. One of the very important sunnah practices of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam that has almost died out in this day and age is the idea of visiting the masjid when departing on any journey, and visiting the masjid prior to returning home when returning from any journey. And this is an important practice, subhanAllah, that cannot be overemphasized. So after having packed the luggage into the trunk of the car, about to depart, and budgeting enough time to be at the airport early enough, etc., etc., the last stop before leaving your suburb should be the closest masjid to you, or the masjid that you frequent.
So that's the last stop, as opposed to maybe the one thing you do in the day and maybe you're leaving 2 hours later.
Yes, it should be the absolute last stop. Naturally, 2 hours earlier or 2 hours later, would have been a salah time that you would have been at the masjid to observe anyway. So this means that you take out this distinctly as a practice that you're undertaking. It was such in the time of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam that if you knew somebody was traveling, and say for instance you needed to pass something to them, and you came home and you were informed that they'd left already, you almost knew you could still catch them.
Meet them at the masjid. Why do you think that's important?
That's important because this is a journey. If we look at the dua, the supplication for traveling, Allahumma inna nas'aluka fi safarina hadha al-birra wa taqwa. Oh Allah, we ask of you in this journey of righteousness and your consciousness. It's an idea of reaffirming the niyyah, the intention, and making sure that you are undertaking this journey, in any journey, which is a journey of righteousness and consciousness. And every journey for a believer is one where you want to be pleasing your Creator. So realigning your thoughts and your focus with regards to why you are undertaking this journey, and once again seeking that ease and that assistance. So a unique 2 rakats of salah, 2 units of prayer that you observe in the masjid, raising your hands and supplicating before Allah. A very important component that comes about here is the idea of this is also a journey of dua and supplication. And if one would ask, but I observed, as you said, the salah 2 hours earlier, why return to the masjid? It's a journey of supplication. Seize every opportunity you can get to supplicate, knowing that Allah mentions in Quran with regards to Hajj, وَمَا تَفْعَلُوا مِنْ خَيْرِ يَعْلَمْهُ اللَّهُ, and whatever good you do, يَعْلَمْهُ اللَّهُ, Allah is knowledgeable with regards to it. You are competing with many other people, over 2 million other people, for Allah's attention. Allah, as all aware, can give everyone attention at the same time. Not only those on Hajj, but everyone everywhere. But you want to be from amongst those select few who stand out, who will be given that pattern of excellence, of truly having fulfilled this invitation that you are so privileged to be answering.
Now, I noticed that when people greet each other, they could say hello or good morning or maybe even assalamu alaikum or good night. But when people are going for Hajj, there's a certain way people greet and there's a certain way people respond. What is that?
So this is also informed by the Islamic teachings. Muhammad taught us that when you are greeting someone who's about to embark on a journey, then you greet them with the words Astawdi'ullah dinakum wa amanatikum wa khawatima umurikum. I entrust over to you your religion and all that you have left behind, and the end of all of your affairs, because you're undertaking a journey to conclude some sort of affairs. You're going as a delegate to attend this spectacle of Hajj, and there's certain things that you would need to fulfill on that. So it's a well wish for you, and it's normally coupled with a request of reminding you, sometimes with the person who's saying farewell to you, not even realizing that they're reminding you of your important responsibility as a delegate who has to represent their needs as well.
And then often people say something like Hajj Maqbool or Hajj Mabrur. Explain those terms.
So Hajj Maqbool, Hajj Mabrur is Mabrur comes from the word bir, which is righteousness. Maqbool comes from the word Qubul, which is acceptance. So it's wishing you well. May you have a Hajj where there's lots of righteousness, and may you enjoy a Hajj that is an accepted Hajj. For we know that any submission to the Creator, any form of worship, whether it's one that has been prescribed or one that you have constructed for yourself in terms of how you respond to your Creator, only holds value if it is accepted by the Creator. So they're wishing you well on this journey, and wishing that inshallah, by Allah's leave and permission, you may enjoy a Hajj that is accepted.